Hey guys, today I wanted to do a full face using all of my Project Pan makeup. So I wanted to show you some tricks I've been using to get more use out of these products, some ways I've been multitasking them. I also recently found what I think is going to be like my go-to summer makeup look, and it does include almost all of my Project Pan makeup. Super easy, simple look, but it's very warm and summery and glowy. So I guess this is really kind of a two-in-one video. It's a full face of Project Pan makeup, but also my go-to summer makeup look for the year. So let's go ahead and get into it. I do have two foundations in my Project Pan. Today I'm going to use the Urban Decay Stay Naked Hydromaniac because I haven't been using this one nearly as much as the ColourPop Pretty Fresh. This one I've made really good progress on. I think I'm getting pretty close to being done with it. Hydromaniac, on the other hand, I feel like I still have a ways to go. So let's use this one today. Also, really into like just a lightweight, glowy base for the summertime. You know what I kind of want to try today? I kind of want to try this ABH Dip Brow Pomade as a contour today. I just want to try it. I was thinking this really does look like the perfect contour shade. I have the shade Taupe, so I'm going to try this out. So I think I'm going to use this really small angled contour brush that I have from BK Beauty. It's the 112. Actually fits pretty well into this pot. So I'm going to just try to pick some of that up on here. I also thought about trying this as either an eyeshadow or an eyeliner, but this is like 3.5 years old, so I don't know if I want to put it that close to my eye area. I mean, it would probably be fine, but like I'm fine putting it on my brows or other parts of my face, but I don't know if I want to put it like close to my lash line, so probably not gonna try that. Ooh, that's very, very gray. Okay, I might have picked up too much. Ooh, okay, wow. Alright. It's very gray. It's more gray than I thought. I am gonna go in also with my bronzer that's in the project too, so that'll hopefully balance it out a little bit. But actually, now that I'm blending it out, that looks pretty good. Okay. It's blending surprisingly well. Really make sure to get it blended into my hairline. That actually works. So, all right. I'm gonna just tap over with my sponge, since this has probably just a little bit of residual foundation on it to kind of mesh everything together. But that's actually a really good contour tone. I actually have another way I'm gonna use this besides the brows once I finish the rest of my face. But first, I want to go ahead and do my concealer. So this is the combo that I've been using recently, Sigma Color Corrector and the NYX Bare With Me Concealer Serum. So I don't have an actual blush in my Project Pan, but I wanted to show you how I've been using these two lip products as a blush. So we have the Mented Peach Lip Pencil and the Burt's Bees Gloss Lip Crayon in Santorini Sunrise. So these are both peachy. The Mented Lip Pencil is a little bit deeper though than the Burt's Bees. So I like to go in with the lip pencil first, and I will just draw some of it onto the back of my hand and actually use that same little brush that I used for the contour, just because it's nice and small. And I will just pick up some of that off of my hand, and I focus that sort of in the outer part of my cheek, like closer to my hairline. And I just kind of blend it like up the temple. Basically, I mean, I'm kind of blush draping or just using a lot of blush, which is my default. I also blend it like up onto my under eye, just the outer, like the outer third of my under eye. I just like the way that lifts my face. So just picking up the rest of that here. And then if there's anything left on my hand, I might just tap some on the bridge of the nose. And then I'm going to take the Burt's Bees Lip Crayon, which you'll see, I'm going to swatch it on my hand as well, is a little bit of a lighter peach shade. And that I'm just going to apply more to the apples of my cheeks. And then of course blending it up to meet with that other shade. Just taking whatever's left on my brush up here to my forehead, really just a very small amount. and my chin. And that is just such a pretty glowy, warm color for the summertime. I love it so much. So going back to this ABH Dip Brow pomade again, I want to use this to maybe draw some freckles. I mainly just want to draw on or redraw this beauty mark back on. I have like a really light, you can kind of see it there, really light beauty mark there. So I'm going to use this small pointed eyeliner brush from e.l.f. I think it's called their Precision Eyeliner Brush. And I'm just going to pick up some of that, just kind of get it all over the tip of that. I might just tap it off lightly so it's not too pigmented. And then basically draw it on. Okay, so there's that. And now I'm just going to tap over that with my finger so that it's not too dark. It looks so nice, so natural. I'm gonna just, you know what, I'm just gonna have some fun because this is a summer makeup look, and I'm gonna just draw on a few more little freckles on my nose. Kind of using like varying amounts of pressure. Alright, so all my cream cheek products are on. I'm gonna go ahead and set my face. I'm gonna use the LYS translucent setting powder. I'm going to use this on both the under eyes and the rest of the face. Normally I only use this on the face, but I want to test it one more time on the under eyes because I've only tested that once so far, and basically I'm just trying to see if I like that for the under eyes or not. I felt like the first time I used it, it was a little bit too drying on my under eyes, but I want to give it one more chance. I'm planning on doing a big speed review soon, just updating you guys on all the products I've been testing recently, so just giving that one more shot on the under eyes. It looks pretty good. And I think since this is a translucent powder, it shouldn't cover up those freckles too much. Yeah. Still lets those show through. Alright, so now that I've powdered, I'm going to use my powder bronzer that I'm panning, and that is the shade Buttermilk here in the BH Cosmetics Belgian Waffle palette. That I'm just going to use to warm up the forehead a little bit. And I'll put some on my cheeks as well. And in the summertime, I also like to, if I'm wearing like a tank top like I am today, I also like to take some bronzer down here onto like my neck and chest. Last face step, I'm going to highlight with my Athr Pink Diamond Dust highlighter. Still no pan on this. Also, very sad news this week. I don't know if you guys already heard, but Athr Beauty is closing down, and I'm so sad about it, you guys. This is one of my favorite brands. I had my suspicions that this was going to happen. I was really hoping it wouldn't, but basically for the last like 6 months, they've had like most of their products on their website marked down like 75% off. So that was really the main giveaway. Also, probably about a month ago, I got an email that they were shutting down their affiliate program. So after that, I kind of had a feeling that this was coming. But I'm so sad. This has been one of my favorite brands for a couple years now. And they were doing such cool things. Like, I think they were the first brand, or at least the first brand sold in Sephora, to have a fully recyclable eyeshadow palette. All of their packaging was made out of just recyclable paper. They also used like fair trade ingredients, ethical mica, all of that. So it's always sad when a brand closes down, but especially a brand like Athr. I mean, they were a smaller brand. I think they were pretty much like a one-woman show there for a while, if not throughout the entire time. And, you know, even though they were sold in Sephora, I know Sephora dropped them earlier this year. And I think, you know, just a lot of these indie brands and smaller brands just can't compete with especially all the celebrity brands that have been coming out. I think it's just becoming harder and harder for smaller brands to survive. So anyway, if you've ever wanted to try something from Athr, now would be the time. I think all their products are like 70 to 80% off on their website. So go pick up some Athr products if you have been wanting to try them. But yeah, I'm so sad. I wanted to show you guys this. I think this might actually not be usable anymore. So this is my NYX Thick It Stick It brow gel, and the other day the wand completely broke. It like snapped off of the lid. I was scraping the sides because it's getting, like, it was running low, and I was sort of you know, really forcibly trying to scrape some out, and it just broke. So it was my fault because I was going kind of hard, but I don't think I can even get it out. Wait, maybe I can. Can I? Oh, here it comes. All right, never mind. I got it out. Maybe I can use it then. I also, the other day, I put some contact solution in there, like a couple drops, just to revive it because it was getting kind of dried out. And actually, I think the contact solution really helped bring it back to life, but then I broke the wand, so it's probably not going to last much longer. So what I've been doing is going in with this first, and then once that dries, then I'll just fill in any little gaps with the dip brow again. So I've just been kind of holding the spoolie like this. Alright, so while I let that brow gel have a chance to dry, I'm going to go ahead and start with my eyeshadow look. So the cream shadow that's in my project pan right now is the Charlotte Tilbury Eyes to Mesmerize in Rose Gold, and I've really been enjoying wearing this as a base. I have found that even when I'm not doing like a specifically rose gold eyeshadow look, this can still be really pretty with a lot of other colors in my collection. So I'm going to use a combination of this and my Clarity So Amazing palette, but I'm just going to go in with this cream shadow first. I have already primed my eyelids. I do find that I still need to prime my lids when I use this cream shadow because it will crease otherwise. So it's not one of those like cream shadows that doesn't budge once it dries. So I'll just tap that all over, and then I use, this is the EcoTools Defined Crease Brush. It came from a set of brushes from them, and I just use that to blend out the edges. And I like this brush because it's a little bit denser than a lot of my other crease brushes, so it works well with cream shadows, especially. Blending out that edge, and that makes a really pretty one shadow look too. I did try this as a blush, but I didn't love it as a blush. It was just a little bit too metallic, and it's kind of hard to blend out too. It ended up looking kind of patchy, so I've just been sticking to using this on the eyes. And even though I absolutely think this shadow is overpriced, I wouldn't recommend it. I have really been enjoying it though. I just think you can get a very similar look for much cheaper. The look I did the other day that I felt like was just the perfect warm, summery, glittery eye look was that cream shadow, and then I topped it with the shade Oh Ship from So Amazing. So I'm just gonna do that again today. I really like the way these shimmers from the Clarity palette layer over that cream shadow. I almost feel like the cream shadow, because it's a cream, it really makes that shimmer pop. Like the shimmer is able to adhere really nicely, and I feel like it looks like extra foiled on top of that Charlotte Tilbury shadow. Isn't that pretty? And I just tap that all the way across the lid from inner to outer corner, just keeping it super simple. I'm gonna go back to that crease brush and just blend everything together here in the crease. And then for my inner corner, I'm actually going to use that Athr highlighter again. This makes a really pretty eyeshadow too. In fact, I think this would also be really pretty layered on top of the Charlotte Tilbury cream shadow. I don't think I've tried that yet, but I do really like this also, just in the inner corner. I'm going to bring it up a little bit too. And I'm actually going to take some of that on my brow bone as well, just a little bit. I don't want it too frosty, but I think that looks really pretty. Ooh, yeah, that's beautiful. And I'm actually going to just kind of connect that. I'm going to kind of bring that out here and connect it with my cheekbone highlight. Oh, I love that. Lately, I haven't been as into like a brow bone highlight as I used to be, but I'm kind of loving how that looks right now, especially for the summer, since it has almost like a wet look to it. I think that's really pretty. Ooh, love it. Okay, so dipping into the dip brow again for the third time in this look. This time I'm actually going to use it in my brows. And I'm just going to just fill in any little gaps and just adding a little bit more structure to just this lower part of my brow. Alright, so for eyeliner, I'm going to use my Annabelle EyeInk liquid liner duo in brown. And I'm just going to do a pretty small wing with this. And by small wing, I mean just regular sized wing. Apparently I'm incapable of doing a small wing, so. Alright, so I just finished off the eye look with some mascara. I used my Tarte Maneater mascara. So now for the lips. I have a few different lip options that I like to do for this kind of go-to summer makeup look. Today I'm going to go ahead and use those two lip products that I used on my cheeks, again on my lips. I always love a warm, peachy lip in the summer. I always line my lips, but then I usually will also take some and just fill in like the outer parts of my lips, like right here, here, and then I take my finger and sort of blend the whole thing out. And that by itself actually is a beautiful lip color. But I am going to go in with my Burt's Bees Santorini Sunrise Lip Crayon again. And I love having the same product on both my cheeks and my lips. I just feel like it ties the look together so nicely. And I also love the way that looks with this eyeshadow combo. I do have a couple other lip products that I've really been liking that aren't in my project pan, but that I've really been reaching for a lot for this type of summery look. So the first one is a sheer lip gloss. This is the Urban Decay Plumping Shine Balm in My Dude. It's a sheer coral shade. And I've also been loving lately the Bite Lip Crayon in Stinger. And I often will wear either one of those two on top of this Essence Soft and Precise Lip Pencil in Happy. So when I want more of like a reddish coral nude, I will either do like just the sheer gloss or the Bite Lip Crayon. And here's swatches of those things just so you can see, get a better idea. So that's the Urban Decay lip gloss in My Dude. And then here in the middle is the Bite Lip Crayon in Stinger. And then there is the Essence lip pencil in Happy. So those are another couple of favorite summer lip products that I've been reaching for a lot lately. And then in my project pan, I do also have my Tower 28 lip gloss in Pistachio, so that's what I'll go for if I want more of a nude lip. I've also been kind of debating swapping the Tower 28 gloss in my project pan for this Urban Decay one. Both of these were on my plan to pan list for this year. The Urban Decay gloss is actually older. It's actually my oldest gloss in my collection, but I wanted to use up the Tower 28 one too because A, I've heard this one is pretty quick to pan, and B, I've also heard that these expire quickly, so this was the one I was going to try to use up first. But I've been so into this Urban Decay gloss shade recently, just for the summertime. I just think it's such a pretty juicy sheer lip color. So I'm either going to keep the Tower 28 lip gloss in the project until the end of this quarter, or I might swap it for the Urban Decay one in my next update, which will be in just like a week and a half or so, or yeah. So I don't know, stay tuned, let me know what you think I should do. Like, should I just stick it out with the Tower 28 one, or should I go ahead and switch them? I don't know, I can't decide. But that is the look, and I'm loving this eyeshadow look. It's all shimmer also. Everything on my eye right now is shimmery, and I kind of love it. I think it looks really pretty for the summer because it almost gives it like a glossy, sort of wet look. So thank you guys so much for hanging out today. I hope you had fun seeing all these products in action. If you did, be sure to give the video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already. I do also have a Patreon and a channel membership if you would like to support my channel further. Otherwise, I hope you all have an amazing rest of your day, and I will talk to you again very soon in my next video. Bye.